Hey YouTube, I'm going to show you how to beat the final waves of enemies in the salt mine on Madhouse difficult way in Resident Evil 7. Now I've got so much ammo, I've taken a magnum, a grenade launcher with flame rounds, I've got 7 bombs and I've got the circular saw and I've got plenty of health, so I think I've got like 9 first aid kits or something like that. Now I played through a speed run before I did my Madhouse run, and I had the circular saw and the X-ray specs and stuff, so I could collect all the items, and I never had to use ammo because I've been using the circular saw throughout the whole game. And I've also got the essence and secrets of defense, which means when I block, no enemies hit me apart from maybe the fat molded. Now, if you're struggling at this bit and you've no ammo, I would maybe recommend, if you can't beat it and you feel like you're not going to beat Madhouse, then maybe just go back and do a speedrun and replay through Madhouse, because it's fairly easy on Madhouse when you go back and play through with the circular saw and the special items like the Albert and all that with infinite ammo. Well, obviously I've got infinite ammo in this because I beat Madhouse, but I'm not using it in this run. Right. I like to get a few hits in and then then I'll block and get a few hits in and then block. Because this is one of the hardest parts on Madhouse difficulty, because there's just so many bloody enemies, and to top it all off, it's not just normal enemies and the ones that run along the ground. There's a real variation of enemies throughout the game, and there's also 3 of the fat, I call them bloaters. See the fat spitting molded at the top of this thing, and they're really annoying, man, because they hit you even behind cover. I'm just making sure I'm not getting flanked by any enemies. And a good trick to see to kill the 4-legged molded, the one that crawl on the ground and move dead fast, is hold the L2 button down first, and then hold the R2 while you're holding down L2, and it'll spin the blade and aim it right at the ground like a lawnmower, and it always cuts their heads off even if they jump at you. You shouldn't get hit. It's just a case of, I would say, being patient. Just take out each group of enemies as they appear if you've got the circular saw. Because if you rush through, then you get ambushed and you just die really quickly. There'll be people that are good enough to do like I don't know, like a knife speedrun or something like that, and they'll run by all the enemies, but if you've got the weapons to fight these enemies on Madhouse, then you might as well just take your time instead of just getting mauled by the enemies because you made a mistake. Because like 1 or 2 hits and you die on Madhouse. And like I said, I've got plenty of health and plenty of ammo and the grenade launcher and stuff, so I don't feel rushed. I'm just going to take my time going through it and showing you what sort of enemies appear and how I beat them. But like I said, if you have no bullets left at this point in the game and no health to beat these bloaters at the top, then you might be as well just doing a speed run on easy, because it's easy to beat the game under 4 hours and then just go back and fight all these enemies when you get the circular saw and the essence and secrets of defense. So just block, get a few hits in and then block. I mean, there's plenty of stuff there to pick up, but I'm not picking it up because I've got so much stuff anyway, because I've not been using most of my items throughout the game. So I've always got plenty of ammo. I even have the infinite ammo, but that makes it far too easy, so I just left the infinite ammo in my box. Yeah, that's one of those fat spitting molded. So I put in flame rounds. I've hit him twice so far. I think it's 3 or 4 hits. I think it kills the first one. Yeah, so that's 4 hits. What? 5. Well, I was wrong. 6 hits it was, sorry. Six hits with flame rounds. And stay away from him because it explodes and does damage. Right, and most people would think, oh, it's only 2 bloaters left, but they've actually been sneaky on Madhouse mode, and they've put like trip bombs on the ladder as well, so you can't just speed run up the ladder. Yeah, I've switched to the neuro rounds and the grenade launcher, so I can slow these two down. Now I've switched to the magnum and try to get headshots. Oh, what a headshot on the guy in the ground. Right, so there's only one left. Oh, what a headshot. That was jammy. Right, and when you beat these two guys, don't climb the ladder, especially if you've got no health, because I think there's 3 bombs on this ladder. That's why I'm quickly swapping to my Albert handgun, and as you see, there's one there. One. There's one at the bottom, and there's one sneakily hiding. There it is up there. 3. So there's 3 stinky trip bombs. So even if you want to try and speed run by the bloaters, you can't do it unless you're quick to blow up the bombs. But on Madhouse difficulty, do you really want to run the risk of trying to climb the ladder, even if you blew up the 3 bombs and then the bloaters kill you in 2 hits, and you've got to go by that whole section again? Well, thanks for watching YouTube, and if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Hopefully you can beat this section as well. But like I said, if you're struggling with it and you feel like you're not going to beat the game, you'd be as well going back on easy and just replaying a speed run on easy. And so you've got the circular saw, and you can go through the game at your leisure, and you can block things with the secret and essence of defense. Well, thanks for watching. Hopefully you can beat it. I'll see you later.